Hello friends, this is Webster from mytherapygarde YouTube channel. We're playing the dirt, help to take away the hurt. This morning we're doing an early spring tour of the Hillside Garden. Early spring tour of the Hillside Garden. And we have some of the plants already flowering. I'll just first kind of show you the whole garden, and then we can look at specific plants that's flowering. And the morning sun is just peeping over the trees. It's a nice and cool morning, very crisp. Birds singing. I hope you can hear that. So it makes a very musical morning. Okay, so we start from the left side here and we look on top of the hill. We have a pine tree right there, a Pinus parviflora. Pinus parviflora. And then right here we have a cornus, which called smoke bush, a smoke bush. Now we just plant that in fall, so of course it's very small, plus it got some winter damage. Once it start coming up, then we have that late freeze on Easter weekend, which really burn a lot of the tender growth that was coming up. But we can see new shoots coming up. On top of the hill we have some rhododendrons which are flowering. These are from southern living, so they can take more of the summer heat, but still we have them underneath this big oak tree. It's a rhododendron radiance. Very beautiful. The sugar maple here just start to leaf out. One of the Pearlific finished flowering right here, but we still have flower on others. Japanese maple, Siriu, fine cut leaf with that green chartreuse color. And then in front of it we have garnet. Another Pinus parviflora, and what I like about these is that they give you that blue color of the needle, kind of look blue. And this one is Pinus parviflora nana, so it's going to be a dwarf variety. Now this beauty right here is a Chinese snowball. So in spring, for the hydrangea lovers, when you don't have any hydrangea, since the hydrangea will come out in the summer, you can enjoy the Chinese snowball because it has that big mop head appearance, just like a hydrangea. So it would look like maybe any of the PGs, really, you know, Limelight, Bobo, or any of the other hydrangeas. So you can get some satisfaction or enjoyment of what would look like a hydrangea in the springtime by having the Chinese snowball. We have hydrangea here, and we plant a few new hydrangea on top of the hill. This one is a Limelight. Across from it here is a vanilla strawberry, and we have another vanilla strawberry right here. I ordered this one from Mr. Maple. I never heard of it. Let's get to the tag. It's a hydrangea paniculata Yoki Gisho. Yoki Gisho. It got a variegated leaf, which will look beautiful, and then it has pink or blue, depending on your soil type, leaf leaves. You know, it's a paniculata, pink or blue flower. Yeah, this is not the lace leaf one. Lace cap, at least. We have a Monterey cypress right here, recovering from the winter burn, and of course the bird condor right there. We can hear them singing. We have other pine. This one is a Sylvester, which is a green pine with yellow highlights on the leaves. Still very young. Pinus strobus Louis. This one is Louis. So I guess Sylvester is the other one on the other side. Native Azalea, which this one just budding up, hasn't started blooming, but I'll take you to one which is already blooming. We have a small Skyland spruce up here. We got that last year, but it's so tiny, so I have to be babying it. Skyland spruce. And this beautiful pine is a Pinus thunbergii, thunderhead. It's called thunderhead. And you can see all the candles on it. That's a new growth of pine. It's called candles because you can see the new growth are much lighter color. When they're younger, they even look white, and they look like candles on the pine tree. So the new growth is called candles. We have a Japanese maple here, Oridono nishi, and it's got variegated leaves. So it's green on the inside with that lighter yellow looking color on the outside. Some people might say, well, it's chartreuse on the outside and with a darker green on the inside, or it's yellow. Depends on how much sunlight it gets. White azalea, looking great in full form right here. The Korean spice viburnum it's not looking too good right now because it's set buds, and again with the late frost, all the young shoots got burnt. I put some Baptise on top of the hill here. We have a PG hydrangea here, a flowering quince, more white azalea getting ready to flower. But this is what I want to show you. This is a native azalea. A native azalea. Beautiful color. It's called Tallulla Sunrise. Tallulla Sunrise. And native azaleas are fragrant. So just walking around it right now give me that real pleasant fragrance. Tallulla Sunrise. Native azalea, they are also deciduous, so their leaves fall off in the winter, but before it fall off, the leaves also change color. It gives you a red tone, so you get fall color. In the fall, it fall off in the winter, so we have a naked tree, which is very sculptural in the garden. And of course, it's spring. Before it leaf, you have a burst of flowers. Looking at that, just cover the plant, and of course afterwards it will be green, so you get that 4-season interest, which I like about my plants. Now the Japanese maple, Crimson Queen. We have another Tallulla Sunrise Native Azalea, but we can see a lot of the blooms on this one got burnt from the frost. Now this is the other pine that we have. This is a weeping pine, a white pine, weeping pine. I think this one is a Sylvester. So the first one was Louis, the second one here, Sylvester. Our dogwood. Lots of bud, but very few flower on it right now. And this one flower pink. At the top I also plant a new tree, which is a Chinese fringe. Chinese fringe. Also called Gracie beard. So it's a Gracie graybeard fringe tree, or just commonly called Chinese fringe tree. Another native azalea with a Japanese maple here. This one is German gyration. German gyration. And you see we have some dead leaves on it. The late frost caused that. Another dogwood. This one is a white flowering dogwood. And here's another Chinese snowball right here. Big white mop head Chinese snowball. These are just so beautiful in spring. Some viburnum. And another Japanese maple. This is the red bark Japanese maple, Sangokaku. Sangokaku. The viburnum is double file, and they haven't flowered, and they're sitting in the garden growing 3 years now. And these double file, and I have 2 of the double file, they haven't flowered. So I don't know if they're sticking to that gardening saying. First year they sleep, second year they creep, and the third year they leap. But this is my 3rd year and they're not leaping. This one is a Pearlific Viburnum, and in the 3rd year it starts flowering, which I show some picture on Instagram of this Pearlific Viburnum in full bloom. And again, you can get more pictures by following me on Instagram at my.therapy.garden. a beautiful Tamukiyama Japanese maple right here with the red leaves. And this viburnum is an arrowwood viburnum. Arrowwood viburnum, and it's the first time that it flowers. 3 years in the garden. My garden is now 3 years old, and I plant this when we just moved here, and it's the first time that it's flowering. So welcome, Arrowwood Viburnum. You got 2 flowers. You got one here in the front and this other one over here. Hopefully, you know, we'll have more flowers, and as time goes by, we'll have even much more. So we just did a quick tour of the Hillside Garden in early spring, looking at some of the plants that are flowering. Our azalea, some viburnum, rhododendron, and of course the Chinese snowball. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos are posted. Please share this channel and the videos with your friends and family, and feel free to post it on your social media. From My Therapy Garden, this is Webster. We're playing the dirt. Help me to take away the hurt. And today, we just did a tour of the Hillside Garden. Have a great day, guys. Happy gardening, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Bye-bye.